Hey guys, it's Camila here with another video for you guys, and in today's video I am going to teach you how to do nails for beginners. I want you to come to this video with a great mindset, thinking that anything is possible, and guys, if I made it happen, you can definitely make it happen, okay? My nails were horrible at the beginning. Practice makes huge improvements, so here's the list of things that you need. You'll need a great attitude, a hand, 99% alcohol, an electric file, a 120 sanding band, a hand file, nail glue, nail extensions, nail primer, polymer, monomer, a nail brush, a gel top coat, an LED lamp, cuticle oil, a smile, and try it again. Oh, and I forgot to put paper towel on the list, which is very important. Are you guys ready? Let's go. The first and most important thing is to disinfect the client's hands by using 99% alcohol and a paper towel to remove the residue liquid. With a sanding band of 120 grit, I am going to remove the shine from the natural nails and also the dead skin. Acrylic by nature adheres to porous surfaces. This is the reason why it is very necessary to remove the shine from the nails. This part of the process becomes super crucial. Otherwise, the acrylic would lift in a matter of days or perhaps hours. It is very important to remove the shine from the entire nail, but even more important to focus on the cuticle area very carefully, as it is the area most prone to lifting. I am going to repeat the same process to all the nails, as you can see. After removing the shine, I am going to apply half-moon nail extensions starting from the edge of the nails. Before applying them, I am going to measure them from side to side, making sure that the sides are completely covered. I am going to repeat the same process on all nails. To adhere the extensions to the nails, I am going to use the Sky Dip-In Powder Base, which can also be applied as nail glue. Using the brush of the product, I am going to apply a little bit of glue to the half-moon part of the extensions, and then I am going to apply them to the edge of the nail by firmly pressing down as seen on screen. I want to emphasize that it is very important to press firmly downwards to avoid bubbling between the natural nail and the extension, and this way we can also avoid fungus and any other type of infection. After applying the extensions on all the nails and letting the glue dry completely, I am going to use a nail clipper to lower the extensions and give them a more natural shape. In this case, I am adopting the square shape for these nails. To polish the shape a little more, I am going to use a professional hand file of 100 grit on one side and 80 on the other. Note that when filing the nails, I am separating the skin from the extensions to avoid cuts. Using the same sanding band of 120 grit with my e-file and filing in a subtle way, I am going to blend the separation between the natural nail and the artificial extension. After preparing the nails for acrylic application, I am going to apply primer before proceeding. This component only needs to be applied in the portion of the natural nail, since acrylic also adheres easily to plastic. This part of the process is also of high importance, since this product is in charge of creating an appropriate chemical reaction to seal the acrylic to the natural nail and avoid lifting after adequate preparation when removing the shine from the nails. Now we are more than ready to mix the polymer and monomer, meaning the powder and acrylic liquid, to be able to apply the acrylic onto the nail. But first, we must make sure to remove all the bubbles from our brush to achieve a more professional application. To remove the bubbles, we simply have to press the brush down on our monomer a few times. It is very easy. Then we are going to remove the excess liquid by gently pressing the brush against our jar, and we are going to introduce about a quarter of our brush diagonally into the polymer to form a bead. Depending on the polymer you are using, it may be necessary to remove the excess liquid on a piece of paper towel, as in my case. There are fast drying acrylics out in the market and others that are more watery, so to speak. You have to play with the product until you get to know it well enough to decipher if this step is necessary in your case. Okay, now we are really onto the part that you have been waiting for. To apply the acrylic, I am using a number 12 brush, but according to public opinions in the nail industry, this brush is a bit too big for beginners, but since I learned to do nails with this brush, I wanted to share my technique. However, if you feel uncomfortable using this larger brush, you can downsize to a number 10 or even a number 8 to create smaller beads and gradually build the nail. As you can see, I tried to complete the application with 1 or 2 beads maximum, focusing most of the acrylic on the point of tension since this is the weak point of the nails. The apex or point of tension is located approximately in the middle of the nails. And well, since I got distracted talking about the brush during most of the application of this nail, I am going to wait until the next nail to explain the application in more detail. When picking up my beads, I apply them roughly to the middle of the nails, not directly to the cuticle area to prevent the product from watering all over the area and eventually causing lifting. Application is key. After applying the bead, I gently push it with my brush towards the cuticle area, leaving it close but not exactly onto the cuticle area to also avoid lifting and leave enough space to be able to file and blend the separation line using my e-file. I am also making sure that the sides are well defined, and using the tip of my brush, I remove the excess and clean it on my paper towel. With the body of my brush, I press the product towards the edge of the nails to mold it and cover the area. Also, using the body of the brush tilted down, I give more definition to the tip of the nail by pressing in. To clarify a little more, the body is the part that is close to the metallic portion of the brush. I am going to apply a little more acrylic on the tip, and I am going to blend the product towards the cuticle area to finish the application of this nail. Then, I am going to repeat the same process to all nails. It is very important to clean the brush on the paper towel as we work to remove the excess and achieve a better application. So every time I take my brush out of the camera lens, it's because I'm usually cleaning it. Also, if necessary, we can reinsert our brush into the monomer to be able to easily mold the acrylic if you feel like it's drying. Remember that acrylic dries very fast. We are competing against time, and I must also add that weather conditions also alter the product. In hot weather conditions, the product tends to dry faster, and conversely, in cold weather conditions, acrylic tends to take a little longer to dry, and sometimes even a kind of crystallization could be created on top of the product. These are little tips to keep in mind when getting ready to work with acrylic. After completing the acrylic application, I am going to remove the excess using a medium carbide bit and the same hand file I used previously. If you want a detailed video like this one to learn how to use the e-file machine, please let me know in the comments down below. Before I forget, I wanted to mention that usually when I buy these metal bits, I run them over a hand file to dull some of the sharpness down. When they are new, they are much sharper than I would like to work with, and the truth of the matter is that I don't want to risk anyone's poor little fingers. After removing the excess from the nails, I am going to remove the impurities from the surface in order to apply the gel top coat. For this, I am using the same 99% alcohol that I used at the beginning of this video to disinfect and a piece of paper towel. Consequently, I am going to apply a layer of gel top coat to all the nails, and I am going to cure them under an LED lamp for 60 seconds. After curing, I am going to apply cuticle oil. And here you go, my loves. This is the final product. I hope you liked this video a lot. And as always, please don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification bell. Comment, share, hit the like button, etc. Oh, and before I let you go, I wanted to share the following message with you. There is no worse fear than to fear your fears, which prevents you from taking the step and finding your purpose. Never give up. I love you guys with all my heart, and God bless you. Mwah.